Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy night to join me. I really do appreciate that. Tonight, I want to talk about. I honestly, we're just gonna go with this video, just like it's happened in the past before, or whatever. I like to spend a few minutes of my day. We're looking at some topics and stuff, but sometimes that just doesn't happen between all of us. I've been kind of a little uneasy this week because I've been waiting on a decision from a potential employer for a really good job, and I have yet to get any sort of correspondence back. And I was looking back at old correspondence, and this particular position I started looking out at into getting or applying for at the end of September. So, I mean, it's been a little while, and in that time I've had some experiences working at other places. And shout out to that other most recent place, because I got a pay stub today, and wouldn't you know, they docked my paycheck for a used chef jacket. So I just, hey, hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for charging me $25, including tax, for a used chef coat. It makes you look real good there. So, thank you for that. Seriously, and I mean that. I mean, I'm sarcastic in that there's nobody on this planet that's paying you $25 for a used chef coat. But hey, I mean, if you want to charge your former employee $25 for that used chef coat, then obviously you charged me $25. And so I think it's quite petty, honestly, and it's just another example of how small business owners in particular just love their local community, guys, right? They just love them so much. And so yeah, love right back at you. I think that's why no one goes to your restaurant anymore, but I mean, I don't know, anyways. I hope that you guys are doing very well. Seriously, I really do. And I had come in. Oh yeah. So did you guys know that during the Christmas season that they have this thing, like people in Japan were told that Americans bought KFC every year for Christmas as celebratory kind of practice. It's a part of our culture, and that was a complete lie, right? Because as much as even myself, I my mother is white, and there was this Thanksgiving one year where there was no turkey. My grandma, my mom's mom, decided to just get KFC. So, I to say that I don't have memories of fanciful white influenced holidays involving the Kernel, that would be false, because I have spent one Thanksgiving with about 8 buckets of chicken. So, thanks to my grandma for that very memorable experience in life. I had never seen, to this day, I've never seen so much KFC in one person's home. I mean, it was like that meme video of Donald Trump eating McDonald's at his mansion. I mean, have you guys seen this video, or when he orders McDonald's? I mean, can you imagine bringing a DoorDash to Trump from McDonald's? It's like, here's your $10,000 worth of Big Mac, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? And by the way, what's the tip on something like that? Like, are we tipping our drivers what we need to? If there's one thing that I can say about Donald Trump that is absolute truth, and it's unfortunate because it's a good thing, one of the very few good things that he does, but Donald Trump is actually, from what I hear, a very big tipper. So, I mean, we can hate the guy that we want as much. I mean, I know that I believe he committed treason and he definitely shouldn't be our president again, but by goodness, he does have a reputation for tipping very well. So that's all I'm saying. Like, if I ever had an opportunity to DoorDash to the former president or the next president, I would definitely do that, and then I'd report to you guys on whether or not it's true. I mean, did he really reach into his pocket and pull out a fat band of Benjamin Franklin's and hand me a little stack of them? Because that's cool. I appreciate that. Regardless, I'm just saying, sidebar over, that people in Japan have been told that Americans consume KFC for Christmas and that we gift it, and that it's a whole thing. If you don't know about it, I'm happy to have exposed you to this kind of information, because I certainly did not. And now I didn't know that there's like people join these waiting lists like from the year before. That's how long that you have to be on a list for KFC to know that you want one of these festive feast family buckets. It's so fancy. It comes wrapped in gift wrap and there's different layers to it. There's a card. There's a personalized Christmas card in the bucket of chicken. You guys, I am not joking. America is, so far behind with being American that I think at some point, hopefully, it becomes full circle. It comes full circle, and that we're American again. Because how American is that? I mean, if there's some holiday that's lied to about us halfway on over the world, I'd like to know about it. I mean, at the very least, I mean, maybe we can actually make it happen. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. As a single man who has no prospects of a woman and currently or anything like that. And I only say that because of the teamwork part, but I'm totally happy and content with signing up a year prior for a $60 bucket of KFC chicken that I can go pick up that says Happy Merry Christmas, Albert, and with these really fancy napkins. And I just want the wrapping paper. They put it's like an Easter bag kind of a wrapping paper with the Colonel's face all over it. So I'm just saying that I, want to go to Japan, I guess, at some point in my life for Christmas so that I can buy one of these buckets of chicken. That's the way that it is, honestly. And I did not know that. So did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Japan thinks that we all celebrate Christmas by going out to KFC and buying a bunch of buckets of chicken? Because I don't know. I feel like we should make it happen now. That's all I'm saying. And I'm cool with that. This past year, I tried to order my roommate and I, a turkey from Popeyes. And that didn't go very well because, well, I haven't had a job in a very long time. And the few instances of employment that I have had in between then and now have not been sufficient as it concerns, the needs of a adult, much less two, right? And so we had opened up the video talking about that. And so yeah, this week has been interesting. I'm just waiting on a decision from an application process. And again, I never get nervous, right? I'm not a nervous guy. I could care less, I can get angry. Sure. I can get frustrated, but nervous, that's not really my thing. You feel me? Like I handle stress pretty well, I'd say. I mean, there's been times in my life where things could have got a lot worse than the situations I had already put myself in, trust me. So, it's not the nervousness part that gets me, right? Being anxious, all that stuff. Like I don't feel these things as much as I feel a compulsion to want to know whether or not I got this job. I mean, and it's weird because it's the first time I've ever wanted to know. Typically, I could care less, but now the one time I want to know, it's a constant battle of the recognition and patience and the semblance of being understanding out of, from extra marital things that go on outside of the confines of the particular employer-employee relationship and all of these things. So, I don't know. I'm just a normal person, and I feel like I feel like human beings need closure, all right? I don't know what they'd call that, but, like, I feel like we're all biologically pre-programmed organic computers, and that, I don't know how computer code works and stuff, but I feel like we need to have closure. I feel like once we start a particular storyline in all of our lives, as it is with reality, there needs to be a healthy conclusion to that particular idea that we've started, right? Which is, and I say this with all like accuracy and honesty and how I feel in terms of like, that's why, it's hard to get over some relationships at some point in our life, right? Because of that lack of closure. And it's difficult for people to understand that don't require the lack of closure part, right? Because they just move on and it's fine. But they lack the understanding of just needing to give that person that was in the relationship that kind of final, like it's over. Like, kind of a thing. I feel like we're all just victims of our circumstance, and I hardly feel like this, but I'm looking for some closure. I didn't get that kind of closure from the last relationship that I was in. I mean, I just, and so it's something that has been sort of bothering me for a couple years now. Just kind of like bringing closure to certain things that happen in life, and while you want to leave most doors open in life, there's some definitely that you just want to shut and run away from. And so that's where I was last year, and this year, wouldn't you know that I'm so nervous. I'm waiting to find out whether or not I got this particular job, and I hope that I did, but I guess as each day goes by and I don't hear from them, I feel a little more nervous and less confident. So, I don't know where this one's going. And usually, again, I'm the person that's like, I don't want to know. I get it, and I don't, but now I do. At least about this. I don't need to know where I come from. I don't need to know if the moon is real or not. Just, let me know whether or not I got this job. So anyways, I hope that you guys are doing really well, and thank you for watching my channel. I really do appreciate it, alright? Bye.